Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. That's not how you boost. This is how you boost. Okay. So, I'm back for the second leg of my live stream tonight. Got my laundry done, and it took me a little longer than I expected. I had to sort a few things I didn't expect, but getting ready for a strike that might be coming up. But that's a long story. We won't get into it right now. But what does that have to do with laundry? A lot, actually. I had to find my union t-shirts, get them ready to go. Anyway, what's important now is that we continue on with the Watchtower. Since it's available to me now, why wouldn't I do it? I can get my fleet up and running. I've already got plenty of people good to go. So all we gotta do is zip on over. I almost built the armillary. Nope, we don't want to do that. What we want to go to do is talk to Torin. All these powers from beyond, they don't matter. They mean nothing. We might do what remains once we're done with Watchtower, or at least get Watchtower going along enough. But I got so many things I could be doing. I barely touched the edges, just a little fraction of this universe. So much stuff to do. And so off to Stardock for the first time. This time. Trust me, it'll be fun. Especially since, well, from the minute I came here, I was ready to leave. I wasn't targeted properly. That was a bad look. I fly ships as badly as I drive cars. In-game. I assure you, I'm a very safe driver. I haven't had any accidents in quite some time. Anyway, we can go talk to a robot.
Hello. May I be of assistance?
I literally can't avoid him,
I
so...
assist in docking, cargo, and ship maintenance. I am Babs. Goodbye.
Yeah. Babs is a thing. Now then. I got distracted earlier. I was going to talk a little bit about the whole Xbox thing. But got distracted. Now, I do have a article coming out on this later this morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. But you guys get to get the early story, so to speak. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. I think it was a bad move, and really there's no justification for it. No good justification. There are justifications, which I cover in my article, but no good ones. Especially not for the consumer. Now, what am I talking about? Well, if you play on the Xbox, or you use Game Pass on PC, You may already know this. If not, pull your head out from under a rock and pay attention. Your Game Pass subscription is about to change, whether you want it to or not. Now, if you had Core, the baseline Game Pass subscription, very little changes. You actually may even see a bit of a difference, a little bit of a gain. I think you have access to cloud gaming now. And that's fine. They've renamed the tier to Essentials, and the price has not changed. It is still $9.99 a month in US dollars. I do not remember the name of the mid-tier, but it's now called Premier or something along those lines. It's still $14.99 a month. And they gained, cloud gaming, they gained a little bit. So those things seem good on the surface. They did lose something important, though. Access to day one Game Pass releases. They say it will take, you'll get access to it in a few months. Less than a year. I think less than a year is exactly what they said. So that's not good. Most people use Game Pass specifically, number one, for access to online gameplay, because you can't do it without that on the Xbox, and two, so that they have access to day one releases. You're renting game access. This is the primary thing. And they made some improvements to Game Pass for PC. I think that may be one of the things you have access to at the mid-tier. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to Game Pass for PC. Doesn't affect me. What affects me is Ultimate, which is what most people use, because Ultimate has the most cool features. And they did add in some new cool things. If you like Fortnite, your Fortnite subscription, which is like $12.99 a month, gets tossed in as part of Ultimate. If you like Ubisoft Classics, that's tossed in, just like EA Play is already there. Stuff like that. They improved the reward system, so you get more points when you play. And if you do other things like use the Xbox app, stuff like that. So you make points faster so that you can buy rewards like game cards and things like that. So those all seem good. But one big thing. Now, when I started, my subscription for Xbox was like $15 a month. Then it went to $17.99. Then, where it's been for a while, a few months anyway, $19.99. Now, my subscription is supposed to renew on the 13th of this month. So, a week from now, basically. It'll be jumping to $29.99 for Ultimate. Little simple math in my head. That is a 50% increase in the cost. Now, the only way that's justified is if you really like playing Fortnite. Most of us, I suspect, don't. In fact, I barely ever play online games at all. I don't even know why I have Game Pass anymore. I can get onto the Microsoft Store and buy games I want to play. I don't have to use Game Pass. I don't need their reward system. I don't use cloud gaming. So literally, I see almost no value out of Game Pass, and they want me to pay $10 a month more. So, Daddy doesn't like that. The first thing I did upon hearing about this is I went and rationally, I did not get mad. I rationally looked at the options and downgraded, not to prestige or premier or whatever the heck the mid-tier is. No. Nay. I dropped to core. See, I didn't cut them off completely. I decided that there are a few games I play that have online capability, such as Minecraft Dungeons, which I may or may not buy. I think I'm using it through Game Pass. I don't have to buy it. I own it on my Switch, so why would I buy it again? Or I could use and play Stardew Valley, because that's included in Cores, or I guess now Essentials list, very small list, like 50 or so games of Game Pass games you have access to. But I own it on my Switch and on Steam. So Xbox is basically my game for playing Cyberpunk 2077 and, of course, Starfield. Everything else I can do on my Switch. Though there's a few games I'd like to own, like Avowed, maybe Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake. But that's it. That's all. So it was kind of a tough call.
And there he is.
I got too close.
Welcome to Stardock Alpha, my current home away from home. Glad you found your way here.
It wasn't hard.
Oh, thanks, although it's not really mine. I'll introduce you to the owner later. But for now, I imagine you have a lot of questions, and I do have answers for you. But first, we need to talk about the people who attacked you.
Actually, we don't. I know all about them, but you don't know that, so whatever. Let me briefly just say I stuck with Core for Essentials for the moment, just basically to give Microsoft a little time to figure out maybe they done screwed up, and maybe they want to rework things. But I figure by the end of the year, if I'm not really using anything from Essentials, I'll just turn that off too. Oh no, you won't have cloud saves. And I make do without them on my Switch just fine. In fact, when I play certain games on the Switch compared to the Xbox, they load faster on the Switch because they're not trying to draw down cloud saves. So tell me again where I'm getting extra value for my $10 a month. Anyway, let's finish this.
The group that attacked you, they're called Watchtower. I'm not surprised if you've never heard of them. To say they're clandestine would be an understatement.
I've destroyed them at least 5 times.
It seems they've made it their life's work to hunt down and confine individuals they consider dangerous. Individuals like you. And me.
This is going to be ugly.
Well, then I suppose you're lucky it's taken this long to consider you a threat worth capturing. And once that happens, there's little you can do to stop them. I assume you recall their
except for I kill a whole fleet.
Yeah, kind of hard to forget it once you've experienced it firsthand. For people like us, Watchtower like to employ a particular device, a kind of energy weapon. The first blast disables your ship, the second disables you. Or at least, it's meant to. But you took that second burst and just kept on going, didn't you? Took a third to bring you down. Maybe now you're starting to get a picture on why Watchtower might be scared of you, huh?
No. I know precisely why they're so scared of me.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But scared or not, they know if they hit you enough times, even the most hardy succumb to their weapon. Now, I'm a little sparse on the details, but I do know they call this weapon the Synapse Disruptor, which seems an apt name if you ask me. Oh, and here's the worst part. There's no foolproof counter to the Disruptor. None at all.
Other than being me.
Believe me, I've looked. I've tried. There's nothing. Huh, that was a bit doom and gloom of me, wasn't it? All right. Let me backtrack and rephrase things. There is no technological counter to this weapon. No magic shields or special kind of hull plating. But this brings me to why I made contact. I have devised a strategy that would keep you and me safe from Watchtower's impromptu abductions. But the catch is, it's not something I can do alone. And it's gonna take effort. I'm gonna need your help on this. And you're gonna need mine.
Not really. I've been doing just fine against them, but let's hear it.
It's fairly simple, really. Maybe you already noticed, but Watchtower's Disruptor. It takes a while to charge between bursts. And as long as your ship has power, it needs to hit you at least twice in order to incapacitate. Now, if you're flying about all by your lonesome, it's not too difficult for Watchtower to blast you as many times as they need. But what if you weren't by yourself? What if you had the support of other ships? In a nutshell, here's my strategy. You don't fly alone anymore. Instead, you get some buddies. You get more ships. You get a fleet. Then, even if Watchtower track you down and get a shot in with their Disruptor, with other ships there to cover you, they'd never get a second hit, giving you time to recover, get back in the fight, and avoid capture. Think about it. It makes sense, right?
Sure. Yeah, I know it'll work.
Okay, good.
Just wait.
I'm happy you're on board with this fleet idea. You know that the first time that we... Oh, right. Yeah, we've not really been introduced yet, have we? Let's rectify that. My name's Torin. Just Torin. I guess you could say I'm a traveler. Yeah, I travel the stars. Here and there, and sometimes back again. And it's likely during those travels I got the attention of Watchtower. And been trying to shake him off ever since. Why does that not surprise me? You know, I once heard it said that travel broadens the mind. I think we might both agree there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
I think nothing of it. Just doing what's right. Okay then, if we're going to make this fleet idea work, It's about time we get a move on before Watchtower catches us with our pants down.
Oh, that won't be a problem.
You and me both. Here's how we're gonna pull this fleet thing off. First, we need some hardware, equipment, especially designed to handle this sort of thing. Had a pal look into it, and he figured out what we'll need. A Model 2 Fleet Sync control node. And he knows where we can find one, too. But the problem is, control node's not easily accessible. It's stored away in an old facility with no simple way in. But I got a solution for that. Here, catch.
Yep, he has a solution. Mm-hmm.
That is our solution. You ever hear about the orbital drops the UC and Freestar Collective did during the Colony War? Basically, troops planetside would toss down a flare, like the one I just gave you. It would mark a spot, and then depending on what the flare signaled, ships in orbit would fire down whatever was requested. Emergency backup, supplies, or sometimes just a good old airstrike. Or orbit strike, I guess. They called them skydrops. Very versatile, very useful, and now very illegal. Forbidden by the armistice. At least, for the military. But we're not military. I got a skydrop system rigged up to my ship, and that's what we're going to use to get into that facility and grab the hardware we need. That's what I like to hear. Time to get moving. Jump in your ship and meet me outside. Hail me when you're ready, and we'll plot a course. I'm glad we're doing this. You and me. We'll show Watchtower they picked the wrong people to mess with. This time.
Okay, now, I need to make room on my ship. So let's go ahead and go over here to the crew. I think I'm going to send Vasco back. And I'm going to go ahead and unassign Amari as well. I don't need them on my ship. I've got plenty of power. So, one moment. All right, there's that. Grab some daily points. And let's move on. It's funny. I'm going to beat him to my ship, but he'll be already in space. Little things like that. I know, scripted things. It's meant to be that way, yada yada. But still. Like butter. I will say there's one very cool thing about this star station.
Docking clearance is approved.
Whoa! We're going to be jumping to
came out of
Aerodani 3
nowhere.
in the Aerodani system. Once we're there,
That's a
we can
cool
get things started.
ship.
You good to go? Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you.
Let's try and get a better look at it now without the planet in the way. Look at that baby. I am so much faster than it. Let's not crash into Stardock. Of course, if I wanted to show off. In the middle of a boost and
here we are at sunny Eridani 3. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility.
easy. Easy. I know where to look. I don't see anything in particular, so...
Receiving your telemetry. There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry, these things aren't big enough to carry disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so let's take them out as fast as we can.
Yawn.
Damn! Thought it was just drones. Okay then, let's get back to the plan. I'll need to stay in orbit in order to use Skydrop. You'll need to land and find the exterior of the facility. Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions. Make sure you keep warm. Conditions down there don't seem overly hospitable. Okay, have a good landing.
Right. I want my stuff. Get my drone bits. Okay. Is this the right one? Yeah, I landed at the other facility. So let's just zip on over to this one.
Facility you're looking for shouldn't be too far away. Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop. Looks like you're there. Okay, here's what you need to do. In order for Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So, take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile.
Then throw the flare near the exposed portion of the facility. That's right. We're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got one missile
He's
on
really
board.
talkative.
So make sure you don't mess up.
Right.
Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, skydrop deploying. Ha! Nice work. Now I've got a way inside. Oh, shit. Perhaps I should have mentioned this sooner. This is an old Watchtower facility we're breaking into. But I didn't expect them to have mechs. Your weapons won't scratch it. And we just used our only skydrop. Shit. Oh, I got an idea. Get some distance between you and that mech. Now. All right, remember, Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. And if we don't see each other again, best of luck. I got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. And say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
That was a really good one. Last time I did this quest, I ran in a little too quickly. I had best wait for the fire to stop. Yes, I'm fairly hard to kill. I am not immune to things like environmental damage. Mostly, but not completely. Okay. Let's go inside and destroy lots of stuff. What, dear? Excellent point. My sweetie was like, save your game. Very good. Now here they give you plenty of good reasons to actually, explore. Because there's Watchtower components in all kinds of boxes and whatnot around here. They really make it worthwhile to look around. These guys are not sanitary whatsoever. Let's just leave our trash lying in just random spots. I mean, sure, I guess they could, but... There's 1, 2... Thought there was a third one. Yeah, whatever. What, no prize boxes? I was expecting to get a prize at the bottom of my Cracker Jack box. Are Cracker Jacks even a thing anymore? This I do not know. All right. Nice of them to turn on some lights for us.
I am engaging the enemy. I am unable. Repair not possible.
Right. Would be helpful if I actually, aimed. And two more. One down there. One down there. Nothing of importance there. Turn that klaxon off. Wait, can I? No. They do leave plenty of ammunition down here. Assuming you use that type of ammunition, of course. Security bulletin, no one cares. This is great backstory stuff. This is the big thing. Let's make the klaxon go off. Yay. Trauma pack. Yeah. Packet of sparkling water don't matter to me. Sorry. Ear is all itchy. Let's grab that. I'm not doing survivalist things, so I don't need to grab food unless I really want to. Never hurts to have some resources here or there. Oh, right. Okay, we get to look around in here without risk from Robbie the robot there. more stuff to read, stuff to learn. It's all useful when you've done this the first time. I've done this a bit, so I don't particularly care. Honestly, I should be just going through here looking for the fastest possible way to get done. Do I need that? No. Oh no, only an engineer can unlock that. What shall I ever do? Chase down the blue dot, of course. And that's why we look around, kids. Good loot waits for no one. Robot got poisoned. Say, who's shooting me? I usually skip coming down here, but seems worthwhile this time. Almost missed that. Oh. That robot's a credit to his kind. Okay. Let's try for a override, shall we? Why not? That took out a lot of different options. Nope, that can only work there. That one there. Nice. I got me a printed pass. I've got a golden ticket. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I was going to try something. First, let's save. Just in case. I was thinking. I've got this set to very easy, right? This will reduce the amount of damage I'm doing, and They'll do a little more damage. Enemy ship damage. Let's just test. I'll take a look at my weapon. It still has the same numbers. Hopefully they're not just using the bullet sponge method. Basically, oh, it looks like you do less damage, but really, you know, the numbers don't really matter. That went poorly for him. See if that continues in the next firefight. So many components for free. Not that I need those things. Okay. Quest log, management. Okay, the reset process. That's really not a great way to write up a reset process, but let's make the turrets like me. Requires a lock. Okay. System initialize. Oh, I know this is first. Nope. Okay, I know how it goes then. Finally. All right. Just kind of run around and look for stuff laying around in here. Let's go low first. Really not that hard, though. At a certain point, this stuff really isn't necessary. I've been in there. Okay. Meh. If I come across something else, I'll deal with it then. Yep, the turrets like me, which may be useful against this thing, should that become a problem. Reminds me of back in the day playing Battletech. Good times, good times. Right. I'm an idiot. Okay. There's nothing there. There'll be no cargo. You cannot steal the ship. Not at this point, anyway. Ow. Throw myself a quick save. I think I'm doing okay here. Let's double check anything. Oh, there's a digipick. It looked like a digipick, but I wasn't sure. Because I'm stupid. So damn stupid. Really damn stupid. And the computer don't work.
Hey, you found it. All by yourself, too. Well done. I am? Huh, you're right. How about that? Guess I do have some explaining to do. But not here. Not now. We'll be safer back at Stardock. We can talk more there. And also get started on your fleet. Sounds good to me. Now call me crazy, but I don't think my ship is going to be flying anytime soon. So I'm going to have to bum a ride. Don't worry though, I am a great co-pilot. I only ever crash ships when I mean to. Okay, let's head back to... Was that you or me?
Warning. Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Huh. Evidently, pulling that control node had one or two unforeseen consequences. Oh, no. No. We are not... This isn't... We cannot fight this thing. It's shields. There's no way we can get through those. The firepower needed to... Wait, I think I got a plan. Stay here and get behind some damn cover.
Right. So, this will be an excellent test whether moving easy
Some systems.
is a good idea.
But it does have a synapse disruptor. Perfect. One small snafu, Corvette doesn't have power. It is umbilical to the facility's reactor. Here's the plan. We can draw power from the facility.
Yeah,
You just need to flip some breaker
like
switches.
me.
Should be
That's good.
4 of them around the hangar bay. I'll regulate things from here. You flip those switches fast as you can. Good start. Power started flowing, but we'll still need more. Don't stop now.
Our little buddy turrets are having a good time on him. Interesting. Definitely makes the fights more interesting when you
Get to those switches. We're still short on juice. Nice. But the Corvette's still thirsty. Keep it up.
Oh goody, the mech is right down by where I need to be.
Almost there, but we're still short. One more. We're so close.
Okay. Good thing I can run really fast. Ah, that was cool.
You did it. Yes. Disruptor's got all the power it needs.
Hi, little buddy.
Hold on. We're taking the shot.
Yep, literally I cannot.
Hey, you all right? Pins and needles? yeah, I know. You got zapped by the disruptor. Of course that would happen. I should have thought of that. Sorry, that's my bad. But hey, the mech's out of commission. See? Nothing but fried circuits now. All thanks to you. You're not half bad at this whole thinking on your feet thing. You're welcome. Drool running down your chin and still impeccable manners. Bravo. You're looking more upright than I'd expect. Guessing the disruptor didn't get a clean hit on you. Huh, that's lucky. Means you should be able to walk, and in a straight line even. More or less. Well, lockdown's over and we have the control node. We can finally leave this place. Come on, let's hightail it back to Stardock.
Yay. But first, I have to find something. Somewheres around here there is a large pile of junk. There it is. Mech has parts. Must have them. Now I'm willing to leave. That was a really good shot on the run. Okay. And out we go. I almost want to take this to normal difficulty, considering all the gear and weapons I have. Might make the game seem a little more reasonable, you know? Little frozen balloons. Okay. This also might make the fights with the Watchtower ships more interesting, too.
Docking permission granted. Please proceed to your assigned bay.
So which one was that? I guess we'll just guess. I will say what I like about this station is you can be pulled up to it and see your other ships in your fleet attached as well. It's little things like that. You know?
Torin! Why is it every time we get back from a supply run, you're nowhere to be found? Is it really that hard to stay put and not leave the station unattended?
You're exaggerating. It's not every time. Besides, Babs was here.
Babs can't regulate the station's power core. You know, the unstable power core.
So, how was your supply run?
Why not?
Those surgeon guys have everything you need?
No, they didn't. Per usual. And don't think I didn't notice you changing the subject.
Speaking of changing the subject, let me introduce my friend here.
Oh, right. The one Watchtower is after.
He was very almost a permanent guest of Watchtower. Thankfully, though, I was there to save his sorry ass. Instead of waiting alone on an empty station, twiddling my thumbs.
Oh, I see. Huh. Then I guess you had a good excuse to not be here. You're off the hook. This time.
1,000 thank yous, my fair lady. Thy generosity is truly boundless.
Put a sock in it, Torin. And you, Torin's friend? From what I understand, you be no fan of Watchtower, right? If you want to give them a bloody lip, come talk to me when you have a moment. Got a job for you.
That's Harper. Stardock belongs to her as much as it
yes.
belongs to anyone. She lets a few of us hang out here, provided we don't misbehave. For that, we need to go talk with Gren. He's a ship engineer. Can help us get everything set up and installed. You've not met him yet, so maybe I should... Gren maybe isn't what you'll be expecting. But you don't need to worry about him. He's on our side.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
It's not as shocking as you
We should
think,
head over to
there,
Gren's
guy.
workshop. Or, I suppose we could go to the bar, talk with Harper first. She did seem to want you for something. It's up to you what we do. Lead, and I will follow.
Well, I know things work out really well when I go talk to Gren first. Because first, I drop off those and all of those, which are useful later, and all of those. Yeah. Cool. I think I need 10 of these for later.
Huh. So you found him after all. Good. Better with us than in Watchtower's hands. Oh. Thank you.
No need to keep the helmet on, Gren. I know it can be tough to talk in those things.
There. Much better. Torin really should have prepared you better for this.
Gren is ex-Watchtower. He's defected. No longer with them. Now he's as much their enemy as you or me. And as for his colorful appearance...
There's no need to be delicate, Torin. I won't be offended. We can speak plainly. If you're curious, please, feel free to ask any questions you might have. I'll answer what I can.
I don't really have any questions. I've been to Ryujin. I've seen people with neuroamps. These are just a little more extreme.
Huh. So you managed to get it. Good. Just give me a moment. There. I think, I think we're done here. Installation complete. I've integrated the control node into this mainframe. It'll let you manage multiple ships. It should serve you well. I see. Good. Torin, I noticed that your ship and the skydrop system I spent several weeks retrofitting into it are suspiciously absent.
Yeah, about that. You see, there was a situation, unavoidable, really. One thing led to another, and I ended up destroying my ship.
That does not surprise me. And now, I am doubly glad that I began work on building a second skydrop deployment system. We can integrate it into your fleet's new ship immediately. I have a feeling you will make for a better custodian for it than Torin. Be advised, skydrops are used by fleet ships that remain in orbit. If you install a skydrop to your home ship, it'll be useless. Now, where did I put that vacuum tape?
Oh, trust me, I know. Goes here. Now, technically, I could have installed one of these already. Let's go. Do we want... We want bottom mount. Forward, I think. And... I want it closed. Yes. Okay. Slap it right there. Now we adjust the colors a bit. That way it blends right in. The nice black bottom. Nice. Okay, so takes a moment because there's a lot to this ship. Unfortunately, we might have to make some changes at some point because it's got a bunch of interior pieces that aren't necessarily necessary. I might have to thin that out to allow for more sky drops later.
The Skydrop system has been successfully integrated. I trust Torin has explained how it all operates. Naturally, you'll need flares to call one down. So, take these. That's all I have to hand right now. However, you can always craft additional flares, assuming you have the necessary materials. I may also be able to fabricate more for you. Be sure you check my personal stockpile from time to time. For now, that's all I can do for you. I hope it's enough. Yes, in theory. But I'd need specialized components. Watchtower components.
Well,
got 'em.
In that case, if we come across any Watchtower materials, we'll be sure to let you know. Ha! We have a fleet! Yes, right now it's only 2 ships, but it's still early days. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to expand. Now, I do believe the delightful Miss Harper requested your presence. So, let us visit her, post-haste.
Back again, I
Not a
see.
problem. Actually, I haven't even left.
A
But
visitor
okay.
to my workshop. How delightful.
Your memory is all messed up.
Here's what I can offer.
Go buy your throwables. Look, you have 12 more flares. You were holding out on me, Gren. Nothing special there.
You know where to find me.
Okay, now. Let's see. Let's assign a crew. Assign Torin. It takes a little bit. We're going to assign Omari. Rosie. Kepler. Sure, why not? Right, Marika. Basically, I got a whole buttload of people that need to be on this ship. Well, of course, Vasco does. He's our Constellation representative. think we're going to throw Lyle on there. Come on. Zeke. Hell, I might be able to get everybody on here unless it says I can't have more than 8. Which would be stupid because all of my ship skills are maxed out. Now it looks like I can't have everybody. Yeah, because that would be 14. There is something I can attach that will allow me to increase the crew count to 200, but I don't want to turn on that mod. That's really, really cheap. I want Danny on there. Oh, maybe I will be able to make it work. Because some of them don't count. That's right. And Turin's only on there occasionally, so. If I'm pulling anybody off, it's going to be Mickey, the cook. You'd think he should be on the ship's crew. You'd think. Of course, I could have Vasco pulled off. Because I can just use Vasco on my boat. Of course, there are ways to increase the crew count. Alrighty, I have a pilot already selected. Cool.
Hey.
I may have to pull Torin off for this.
Systems online. Please state your needs. You are cleared for departure.
Don't care. I may have to pull Torin off. I can't remember if he's supposed to be on my ship or the new ship.
First rule. This is my home, and you're a guest.
No, yeah, no shit.
So, yeah. Did Torin prep you on this or something? Anyway, so long as you don't cause trouble, my docking bays are always open. With that out of the way, welcome to Stardock. I think that's what we ended up calling this place. Could be wrong, but me and Gren think Watchtower have set up a listening post in the Altair system. I want it gone.
The Altair system?
Okay.
That's barely a jump away. Huh, no wonder you're agitated.
I don't care if it's the Freestar Collective, pirates, or even this Watchtower. I don't want anyone snooping around near my home.
Couldn't agree more. Tell you what, Harper, how about we go investigate this listening post? We can grab any data it's collected, see what Watchtower have been poking their nose into, and then ensure the post is taken offline.
Really? Hey, if you can do that, I'll pay for your time.
Not much, but okay.
That's a
Of course
relief
we'll
to
deal with
hear.
it.
You can find the listening post somewhere on Altair 3. Just shut the thing down and retrieve anything useful, and I'll make sure you're rewarded properly.
We actually already have experience searching for Watchtower facilities. I think we know just what to look for.
If you do find the place, make a copy of any data it has collected. At the very least, it might shed some light on what Watchtower's up to. After that, do what you need to do to shut it down. Destroy any vital infrastructure they might have. We don't want them just flipping the power switch back on.
Find listening post, collect data, destroy vital infrastructure. Got it. Well, we got a fleet. No reason not to head out right away. Guess I should get aboard my new ship.
Okay, no. I wanted him on that one, yes. So, yeah. Me and Timu Han Solo are about to head on out. But first, a nice save. Yes, you can save. Did it freeze? Aha. I forget everything on Stardock and really involving with Watchtower tends to take a little longer. Oh, shoot. I don't want to run back inside, but I forgot to adapt the settings for my ship, my companion ship, Vengeance. Which, by the way, should be flying around out here. Or maybe we have to make our first jump. Why is it damaged? You see that? Weird. Okay. It's fine though. I built that thing as a tank. All right.
Watchtower troops there? If you want access to that listening post, you're gonna have to deal with these guys first. Might I suggest a skydrop?
Might I suggest me testing out my first, just in case. Set it up for skydrop. Just in case I need to. Then... Nope, I can scratch it. I can more than scratch it. Okay, sure, but a lot. Something else out there too. Couple somethings. Worry about that stuff later. Okay, my main concern was, would I be able to survive a fight with a Watchtower fleet? And would I be able to kill a Watchtower mech with my awesome rifle? Normally the answer to that is yes on both counts. For some reason it wasn't set to a power. Interesting. Oh, I'm trying to shoot through glass. Yeah, I might need to take it up another notch or 5. Once we get through here, we'll consider another adjustment. Let's see. Now, why am I stripping Watchtower guys? Other than the, you know, my normal kinky self. No, nay, there is a good reason for it. When I get back to base, I'll be able to do some construction and hopefully make Mark II Watchtower armor for myself. Which would be kind of cool. you know? All the stats of my current stuff. Just better. Oh, don't damage the corpses. Let's see. Yeah, I was pretty sure I checked this area already. I did. And I've been in here. Usually nothing there. Aha. Aha. That did not work out well for them. Oh, look, stop! I'm not above taking their stuff. You know me, I'm all about getting free things. The aim is a little off. Yeah. Let me see. Battery pack goes schmack. Dead guy up here, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Just a robot. Is this medium-sized office?
Okay, see if you can find an intel card component. Gotta admit, I'm so a tad curious as to Watchtower.
Okay. That tells me I really need to raise my difficulty level. Yep. We haven't gotten into a fight yet. We will soon enough. More loots. Okay. Give it a quick look around. And what do we do, kids? Drop a save. Of course we do. Yes.
Whatever intel was here is gone. But looks like we've still got a chance to recover some data. Seems there's some sort of broadcast array close by. Get back to your ship and meet me in orbit. We can look for this surveillance array.
Yes, we can. Let's find the door. First things first, though. I'm holding a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they use the Deep Seeker pack for Watchtower. That's important to know if you're wanting to basically make yourself look like them. I do not need the grenade. I mean, I need those grenades. That's not. Yeah, you know what I mean. Everything that isn't 5 digits goes to the ship. Everything that doesn't have a heart goes to the ship. Those all go. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing new here. Nope, I forgot. Okay, are we setting anything else off? Nope. Okay. Into space.
A bit difficult to tell, but I'm fairly sure that's Watchtower hardware. Yep, I think this is the surveillance array we're looking for. Doubt we'll be able to crack its encryption remotely. But maybe if we destroy it, we might be able to recover some of the data from the wreckage. Hey, this salvage looks promising. Looks like we recovered a slate with some intel, got some Watchtower components, and... Huh. What are these? Computer cores? Well, alright, I think we got what we need. Let's head back to Stardock. Harper and Gren will want to hear about this.
Yes, they will. Now. Gotta look in resources. And it's a bit of a zip down because of all the codexes and whatnot, which, to be fair, I should not be keeping in my ship. I should keep over at the base. But I need to look at computer cores. I should have 2 of them. Are they listed as Watchtower computer cores? There's Watchtower components and Watchtower intel. Are they on my inventory? Yeah. It's because these are the initial ones. These are quest items. Normally they would end up in my ship's inventory. But whatever. I'll do what I want. Right. Drink a soda, dang it. I managed not to crash my face into the space station again. Always good. am going to have to do a little bit of modification to my
Not sure what happens out there.
Reaper.
We can either go fill Harper in on the details regarding the intel, or check in with Gren, pass on some of this Watchtower equipment we recovered. And maybe those guys will know what we can do with those computer core things we found. Hey there, Captain.
Yeah, so that pounding and the vibrating I'm feeling in my controller, that's the Vengeance, my sister ship, bouncing off the hull of the space station. Why? Because it can. Don't think I can move those, but I can move these. And those. Yeah, I'm building on those mech components. Alright, first things first. We're going to put follow distance at close. Combat behavior is defensive.
I am here. Back already. Something wrong? I concur. The more components like this that you bring me, the more things I can construct. Supply me with more of these components. I'll do my best to build useful things for you. A Watchtower computer core.
Nice.
These units are exceedingly rare. Within them lie blueprints for Watchtower constructs, things such as skydrops. Cores contain vast amounts of information, but like almost all Watchtower technology, they have inbuilt safeguards. If you lack proper credentials, you can't read specific data without triggering a purge protocol, erasing all other data from the device. So you understand, I can only extract a limited subset of information from a core. Even so, this is still useful. I suspect we can mine computer cores to acquire blueprints for new types of skydrops, or even devise upgrades for your fleet command system. Indeed, I believe the fleet command system can be expanded upon. For example, with data mined from a sufficient number of cores, I could raise the number of vessels you can coordinate, as well as other adaptations. Of course, if you bring me that core, or others later, I'll be happy to extract what blueprints I can from them. Until then, I can offer to outfit your ships with the skydrops we already have, assuming you have enough Watchtower components.
I've got plenty.
Gratitude is unnecessary. However, it is appreciated. You said you found 2 computer cores, correct? I'd suggest you take one to Harper. I'm sure she'll have ideas on how to utilize it. If you need to restock any skydrops, or require any other ship services, just check in with Babs. I'll make sure she receives the necessary updates to assist you. Otherwise, I'll be here to help however I can. I'll return to my work, but I'll be here if you need me.
Should follow Gren's advice. Go talk with Harper.
Yeah, I will. Like, for sure. Dead.
Welcome Welcome to Stardock. Please, let me know how I may facilitate.
I need to do a little shipbuilding.
Ship modification request acknowledged.
Alright, so we're going to do a little shipbuilding here. This is going to have items that the others like it do not. Specifically, let's go to equipment. Oh no. Never. Have to do it from my main base.
Departure acknowledged.
I want to put some things that improve my ability
Can't stay
to
away,
be,
huh?
you know, hiding stuff. I'm going to be carrying a lot of contraband because of Watchtower.
Good to see you back. Any news on that listening post? Huh. Well, thanks. I'm impressed. Things went smooth, right? You didn't run into any trouble, did you?
That depends on your definition of trouble. First, there were the Watchtower troops, then the listening post wiped its data, but not before transmitting it to an array for broadcast. And then we destroyed that array. A small fleet of Watchtower ships jumped in, attacking us on sight. I don't know, any of that sound like trouble?
Yep, you're a friend of Torin's, all right. Still, that's got me wondering. How'd Watchtower have a fleet prepped to ambush you like that? They must have been watching those listening posts real close. But why? Just give me a second here. I'm gonna see what information I can pull from this intel slate.
You do that. I'm going to run behind the counter so I can look over your shoulder.
Scripted. Not surprising. Let's run this through Grant's cracking algorithm. It worked. Quite a lot of data. I'm just skimming here, but yeah, this clears up a few things.
Why is your password Torin's butt?
The listening posts, Watchtower used them to track people, but only certain types of people. Huh.
Deviants.
Looks
Like me.
like they got posts and surveillance arrays in most systems. They scan every ship that passes, looking for people of interest. And when a vessel gets flagged enough times, an array sends a signal to Watchtower, telling them to jump a fleet into that system.
That explains it. We're the people of interest. This is how they keep finding me, and how they found you. Sneaky little rascals.
Rascal's not the word I would use.
Harper,
Of course we need to
is there
do
any way we
something
could find
about
more
this.
of these listening posts and surveillance arrays? Because I'm thinking if we start shutting more of them down, Watchtower won't be able to track us as much.
Maybe. I did see something about listening posts in other systems. Hold on, let me run a quick search. Oh, crap. Gren warned me about this. The intel slate. When I started poking around for more specific info, the rest of the data kinda deleted itself. It's an inbuilt security measure. It's
You're
just
gonna
how
make me go get
Watchtower
more.
tech works.
I get it.
Pretty much all of it has a self-destruct of some kind. But it's not a complete loss. I did pull the location for another listening post. There's one in the Kumasi system, on Kumasi 6.
Well, that's something. We can always go take that one down. And hey, maybe we'll recover more intel slates.
It's worth a shot.
Yep.
If you can bring me more of those slates, I can likely pull more locations for you. Well, the data you brought back didn't really have much value. At least to me. But I'm still happy that listening post is gone. So here, your payment. And some advice. You need to be careful out there. Watchtower really is hunting you. These listening posts, any system that has one, makes you vulnerable to ambush.
But any system we clear of them means Watchtower can't track us there.
Right.
Yeah, I suppose. Up to you if you want to keep taking down listening posts. Just be ready for a Watchtower fleet to jump in and attack you. But whatever. Bring me more intel slates, and I'll do what I can to help.
Yeah, found 2 of them. Already gave one to Gren. Apparently, they hold data on how to build Watchtower tech.
You don't say. I think I've seen one of these in Gren's workshop. They store data on Watchtower schematics. It's how he built you those sky drops. But like the intel slates, without the proper credentials, you can only pull a small amount of data before it wipes everything else. This hardware is a little beyond my skill to crack, but leave it with me. I know someone who might be able to get something useful from it. Well,
We're getting
I
a
think we're
doctor.
done. Feel free to use Stardock for whatever you need. I think you've earned your spot here. I'll get you later.
Well, that was productive. You met with Gren and didn't kill him. Harper seems to like you. We found out how Watchtower's been tracking us, and even figured out how to exploit more of their technology against them. I think for the time being, keep doing whatever it is you do. Watchtower are still a problem, but at least now you have a defense against them. And if you find yourself with some free time, you can always hunt down more listening posts, or have Gren build and upgrade stuff for your fleet. And if you don't mind the company, I think I'll stay on with you. You know, as an official part of your crew. Fantastic. Feel free to treat me as you would any other member of your crew. Order me around, have me clean the toilets, put the fear of God in me. Whatever. It's your show. I'm just here to lend a hand. All right, let's get going.
Okay, now I have to look at crews. Torn is still assigned to the Vengeance. I mean, that's fine. He's following me, but he's on his own ship. Right. What? That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, let's go into settings now. Gonna bring that up to normal. We don't start getting experience bonuses until it goes to hard. I'm pretty sure we don't want to do that. Bring that to normal as well. So that'll slightly increase. Somebody was just on the steps in my ship, but there shouldn't be anybody assigned to it. There's no place to hide here either. And yet, here's Torin. Interesting. Oh, wait. I want to do something really fast. Let's go to Venus. Venus is my kind of town. Here to the estate. Yeah, it's interesting. I have the wanted trait. And nobody ever shows up. Apparel enhancement. I want armor enhancement. Let's see if we can get some Mark II Watchtower stuff done. Should have it available now. Yep. And I need to do a deep seeker. Come on. Nope, that's Deimos pack. Deep seeker pack. Blah. Words are hard. Okay. Let's do a little rename here first. Oh. Let me rename this one, but this one's easy because we just have to add the asterisk. Same here. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Now comes the screaming and the crying. that. That. This is gonna be Dark Star. Make it the best it can be. Relic that puppy up. Get us some Peacemaker. We got plenty. Nice. No, we're definitely going that. I laugh in the face of explosions. Oh, I could choose the Warden skin. Perfect. I like that. Did I have reload in there as well? No. Must have been something else I was thinking of. I don't think this is quite going to be as good as what I'm currently using when it's done. But it'll still be really good. These guys are definitely weak to ballistic. They're on some of that heavy shielding. Relic, that's nice. Nice upgrade. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some comparisons. Oh man, significantly worse when it comes to physical and energy. That's kind of sad. Worse down the line when it comes to that. Yeah, not cool. Not cool at all. It's bigger, dumber, and heavier. Right. Let's go, Torin. Come on, let's get you to run over here. Come on. Come here. All right. Cool. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's open it up. It gets a little of that. It gets a little of that. A little of that. It needs no undergarments. Okay then. So this is what the rogue version of the armor looks like. It's not bad. I'm honestly rather disappointed. I was hoping that the Watchtower armor would match up with some of the other stuff I've got, but it is what it is. Okay. Ooh, let's pull these down. Okay. Space suits. Get all those. Yeah. That's the ticket. Okay. What do we do with these things? Well, easy peasy. Carefully throw all the ones that are not ones I'm saving, mind you, like my equipped stuff, which is why I changed the names to have an asterisk at the front. So I don't accidentally sell them or dump them or... Okay, so we throw them in the box. Turn on the processor. When it's done, take a little bit. We'll come out here. Weapons stripped of their legendaries here. Armor here, and legendaries here. While that's cooking, you can go shopping. Yeah, looks like it reset. It certainly did. We're going to buy some legendaries. Am I going to drop below 10 million? Oh no, what will I do? Especially some of these are very expensive. Okay. Oh. I forgot to give Dren that other Watchtower computer for it. So we could, like, you know, be working on upgrading my fleet. This is why I usually do this off screen. There we go. I was tempted to spend some of that. Take all of those. And all of those. And all of those. Now, this may or may not be done. So I'm going to make sure. Oh no, it's definitely done. But is it? Some things don't always cook, and that's the case. So we ended up with things that need to get transferred back to the ship. And it looks like a helmet this time. Decided not to play well with the rest of the system. Yes, enable experience wards. Okay. Might as well just get rid of the stuff I absolutely do not need. Even the danger frisbees. And all this ammo. And the 8 items even. Oh, there's a panacea in there. We'll be keeping that. Same with the ship parts, obviously. Nope, we don't get rid of the resources. But the rest of this trash, it's thrown in the damn box. Man, there's a lot of trash in here. Right. There's literally no space being taken on the ship. Well, the box only holds 3,000 in mass. That's not bad. Now, let's see. How long is it going to take to work? There we go. Hey, we're back up over, gosh, 3, 4, 5 million, 6 million. Okay, looks like it's done. No, it must have been 600,000 because now we're just back around 10 million. Regardless, that is so damned useful. Oh, wait. The secure storage. It holds whatever you want, right? This should work for holding codexes and stuff. And I can get it out of the ship's cargo. In fact, I could, in theory, just put all the resources in there. Why not? The only thing I absolutely do need would be the Watchtower computer cores. Okay, so perfect. That should work. In theory. He's got to make sure not to get the regular computer cores thrown in there. Oh, we came here for a reason, didn't we? Okay. So, do I have any spots? I do. Nice, I do. Very good. Plenty of them, in fact. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 apiece. Equipment. Let's put Scan Jammer Mark IV. here. One. Two. Let's get a conduction grid on here. One. Two. Let's go ahead and put comm spike on. Ah. Two. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? 2 each of those should be plenty. You only really need to have 1. I usually put like 5. Okay. So now I can smuggle stuff around relatively safely. Darn it. Conduction grid. Conduction grid. And come here. All right. There should be plenty now. Each one does quite a bit to increase the chances, but it's multiplicative. Words are hard. I can't remember if it's like, in theory, let's say 50% the chance to avoid. So if we've already got a chance, and these add shielded cargo capacity, by the way. So if it starts at 50%, the next one raises that by another 50%, but it's not additive. So 2 of them isn't going to be 100%. The best you can end up with is like 90-something%, but that's still good enough. Right? Right. What sucks is that a lot of these add crew capacity, but because there's no crew stations to go with, it doesn't help. All right. Let's go back. Not to the Altair system. Piazza system to Stardock. See if we can get the first of our Crimson Fleet.
Down, do or die.
Oh, good. That made the battle more interesting. Right? Everything's at normal capacity now. At some point I might have to go ahead and install the paid version of the Gangs All here and get multiple followers going.
State your needs. Hello again. I believe I found a way to mine additional data. Data that would let us upgrade your fleet command system, or perhaps even figure out new types of ship modules or systems. So the next time you have spare cores, you'll need to decide what type of data you'd rather I extract. One more thing. I've documented how to build a remote fleet command system terminal. I'll forward you the schematics. You can build a terminal
useful.
aboard your ship, granting you remote access to the main system here on Stardock. Now, was there something you needed? Sure, that's manageable. Ready for me to begin? Let me extract the relevant data.
You do you, boo.
Done. The system upgrade will allow you to commission an additional vessel. For now, I don't think there are any more we can extract. Perhaps later.
Okay.
I have some items available.
Let's see. Nope, he has not reset yet. He doesn't have any of those sweet little grenades. That's okay.
Until next time.
Let's go ahead. Set up Reaper 2. And who gets to be first? Well, let's go ahead and put I think I'm going to go with Sam. He's the best pilot. Let's see, the follow distance will be medium. And only in combat. Combat behavior, offensive. Now, we need to get our hands on more computer cores. Luckily, we have a lead. Yes, these quests become activities. Oh. It would help if I undocked my ship first. Actually, to be fair, I think I'm going to undock. Get the ship revved up, and then I'm going to take another short break. Just a few minutes. I'll be back on probably at 3, and we will go from there until the morning comes. So, yay. Another person trying to evade ban. These people trying to do these stupid view sellers are just clearly, I don't care. I only have one viewer. Oh no. It's a freaking Monday morning. Anyway, I will be back at in about 12 minutes. So I will see you, all of you, there. Maybe we'll get some more people in. It'll be kind of fun. Yeah.